When the United States and Israel declared war on Iran on the 28th of February, Netanyahu's office had released a picture of him with a book titled Allies at War on his desk. 4 months later, Netanyahu's war in Lebanon has become Trump's biggest problem. Iran's axis of resistance remains ideologically aligned and intact, but at the same time, there are signs of some strain that are becoming visible between Netanyahu and Donald Trump. Now, hours after the Israeli Prime Minister refused to withdraw his troops from Lebanon, the American president said that he gets problems solved real fast, including with Benjamin Netanyahu.
The Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said his forces are not leaving Lebanon. That is a sticking point.
Who did he tell that to you?
He said it publicly in Israel.
Well, we're going to take a look at it.
Well, what would you do to make sure that he doesn't?
Well, I'm not going to
sabotage
tell
the
you
deal?
what I'm going to do, but it gets solved. I'm a problem solver. I get problems solved real fast, including with Bibi.
But the United States and Iran are officially in a 60-day window to try and finalize a comprehensive peace deal. Israel will be weeks away from national elections when this window ends, and after years of relentless war, Netanyahu is again seeking re-election, with the Hamas still intact in the Gaza Strip, Hezbollah in Lebanon, and a strengthened Iranian government that believes that it is in a stronger position than before the war started. Political stakes are pretty high for Donald Trump as well. The US is heading for midterm elections this November. It is being seen as the first referendum of Donald Trump's second presidential stint, and there is little support for Iran war within Donald Trump's MAGA support base. Failure to finalize a deal with Iran could add to the discontent further. Geopolitical interest or political realities, there is a clear, visible divergence between Trump and Netanyahu. Lebanon remains at the center of this misalignment, and both sides are already working to try and address this issue. The U.S. Central Command has established a monitoring mechanism to provide real-time information about fighting in Lebanon to the White House. The Israeli and the Lebanese envoys have returned to the negotiating table in Washington, and both sides have already held 4 rounds of talks since April, but have failed to produce a durable ceasefire. The situation in Lebanon remains pretty complex. Hezbollah demands Israeli withdrawal from Lebanon. Israel has refused to retreat, and Iran refuses a final deal without an end of war on all fronts. And we earlier spoke with Khalid Barel, the former director at Israel's National Security Council. Listen in to what was said.
Not sure I completely agree with that framing. I think for sure there are definitely conflicting points between Netanyahu and Trump, between Israel and the United States at the moment. I don't think really there's a scenario in which Trump really stands behind something and Bibi Netanyahu stands up to him and refuses to acknowledge or accept a request from the United States. I think there's a bit more of a gray area here than depicted. In other words, I think that President Trump completely understands the security needs that require Israel to have some sort of control over the northern border, where its northern towns and villages are being directly targeted by anti-tank missiles, by drones, and of course, with the threat of an invasion, the way we have seen on October 7th, and we know that Hezbollah was planning for as well. So I believe they will find the formula to square out those differences.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.